What would you do if your family had one weird rule your entire life, and breaking it exposed something way darker than you ever expected? Yeah, that rule for us? No hospitals unless it's an emergency. Sounds normal at first, but I mean never. No routine checkups, no physicals, nothing. My mom always said doctors ask too many questions. We just thought she was intense, paranoid maybe, but she enforced it hard. When I was 16, I needed a sports physical for school. She refused, flat out. Said I could just skip the team. That's when I realized this wasn't normal, but yeah, it gets worse. Fast forward to college. I get sick, like actually sick. Fever, weak, could barely stand. My roommate basically drags me to urgent care. I didn't even tell my parents. Doctor runs some basic tests, blood work, nothing crazy. But then the nurse comes back in, and she's acting weird, like confused. She asks me, "Are you adopted?" I laugh. No. She looks at the chart again, then says, "Your records don't match your ID information." That's when everything in my head just paused, didn't match. So I ask what she means. She hesitates, then says, "The system says this social security number belongs to someone else." Someone else? Yeah. At that point, I'm like, okay, something's off, but I brush it off, go home, try to forget it, but I can't, because now every little thing feels weird. No baby photos in the house, none. No hospital bracelet, no birth story, nothing. So I decided to look, like, really look. I waited until my parents were out, went into their room, checked the closet, nothing. Then I found a lockbox under the bed, old, scratched up, and yeah, that's where everything changed. Inside, documents, but not mine, different name, different birth date, and a newspaper clipping. Small article, buried in the corner. Infant reported missing from suburban daycare. Date? Same week as my supposed birthday. That's when I realized this wasn't paranoia, this was fear. So I did the one thing they always warned me about. I went back to the clinic, asked for copies, ran everything again, quietly, and the results didn't match my parents. Not even close. But that wasn't even the worst part. There was a partial match. A woman, same last name as the article. Reported missing child, 20 years ago. At that point, I just sat there, staring at the screen, because suddenly, everything made sense. The rules, the secrecy, the fear. So I didn't confront them, didn't argue, didn't say a word. I just forwarded everything to the authorities and waited. 2 weeks later, 3 black SUVs pull up outside our house, neighbors watching, doors slam, agents walk in and walk my parents out in handcuffs. My mom's crying. My dad won't even look at me, and as they're leaving, she says, "We loved you." Pause. And honestly, I believe her. But as the door shut behind them, I realized something. Love doesn't erase the truth, and sometimes the people who raised you aren't the ones you actually belong to.